I see no mausoleums here.
I pray for Gregor, I really do. There will be consequences if he lied. Let's go take a closer look at the graveyard.
Seems like the police just left things as they found them. Are those demon traps in the shadow of the church?
I saw them in the woods outside the watermill as well.
And pages from the Bible. What's wrong?
This can't be true. This is impossible.
Your Bible? I've never seen it before.
Oh my God. No, no, no.
What happened? Talk to me.
No, God, no.
What is that? Inside the Bible.
She did this. God, she did this. She destroyed it. Father, how could she?
Son, do you remember your aunt?
Only her ghastly white face in the coffin.
My dear sister. She was such a beautiful woman. A perfect creation of God.
She didn't love God.
Not in the right way.
But, Father, I don't understand. What is the right way to love God?
I've always told you, the only way to love Him is to be alone with Him. God is everything, and nothing else should matter to us. When we achieve that, our faith is true, and we are fulfilled and protected from the evil.
Why have we buried Uncle this morning?
His soul could not endure the agony of his body no longer.
But why? How is that possible? He wasn't like your sister. He was a devoted man.
I know, son. Sometimes God is not enough. I could die soon, too.
You won't die. It's the sadness that's making you think that way now. Uncle is now in a better place, where shadows and witches don't exist. Don't be sad.
Oh, Benedek, you are such a good boy. Almost a man now. I'm very proud of you. You know that, right?
I'm doing my best, Father.
For centuries, we, the Dohnanis, had a tradition of passing a part of our body to the son, the eldest son in the family. From now on, you must keep it and protect it at all costs. It is part of your body now. At all costs, you must keep it until death comes.
Father? I don't understand.
It's already on your nightstand, but don't touch it until morning arrives. You promise?
I promise.
Now sleep. Get some rest. Your sister and mother need you to be strong.
Benedek! Benedek, wake up! Mother is going mad! Father is not here. He left a note. He left us. Benedek!
Benedek, are you all right?
She cut a part of my body. Why would she do that? Wasn't it enough to drag me into this place? She had to desecrate my Bible, too. Oh, God.
Get up. Get yourself together. She had a good reason to do it.
A good reason, you say?
Yes. Thanks to her cleverness, we found the book everyone is looking for. We have it right here, Benedek.
She destroyed my Bible. And what happened to it? And the pages on the ground? Where are they?
I kept calling you for a few minutes straight, but you didn't respond. You were petrified. So I took that dreadful book from your Bible, gathered all the pages I found on the ground, and placed them inside. The Bible was in your pocket.
What book?
The Sacra.
A book of pure evil placed as a seed in my father's Bible. First the town, then the house, and now my Bible, all trying to kill me.
Will you calm down and keep it quiet? We might not be alone here. Calm down. She carved out the pages to place the Sacra inside the Bible. It's a strange decision, but think for a moment and ask yourself, would she ever desecrate it if she had other options? We don't know what happened last night. This could be the move that will save her life. Save everyone's life. Remember, Nairman is looking for this book too.
I said it already a number of times. Victoria is no longer my sister. I don't know her anymore.
It didn't cross your mind that it's you who has changed, not her?
Spare me. I know who I am. I didn't change. I evolved into a better me.
It's still not too late to learn how wrong you are.
Ask yourself, how come we found my Bible pages here?
I don't know. Maybe they fell out.
She wanted the police to find them. That's what happened. She murdered the mayor and then threw them, or placed them in the mayor's pocket so I would fall under suspicion. Think about it.
I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe anything. She did nothing wrong, and she is not dead. Now let's do what we came to do here, with the bare minimum of conversation. We have to act fast and keep quiet, shall we?
Demon's traps. They seem to be very similar to the tripod sculptures I saw outside the watermill. They could be dangerous to carry around, but might come in handy as protection. Should I take them? God help me, because I don't know what I'm doing. Stipendium peccati mors est. Et occidit et bibis sanguinam et viscera devoravit, in inferno nulla est redemptio, non miserere eum Deus.
Is this what we're looking for?
It is.
Doesn't look like a mausoleum to me.
Everything is hidden in this town. So why would this tomb be any different?
If you say so. Now what?
We find a way to uncover its secrets. A keyhole suggests the cage can be lifted, but only after it is unlocked.
How wise you are.
It's locked, and massive. No chance of getting to the other side without a key. I saw these below the house. Twigs, branches, ripped up cloth. What specific meaning do they have for the Saborans? It's still holding up well. Some holes and missing parts here and there, but overall it's in good condition. Wait, the eye looks similar to the one in the note. The Eye of Providence. This is what my sister drew. But why? Nothing. Wait, I think I see a shiny thing in there, but no way to reach it with my hand. The hole is too narrow. I'd need something thin and long to get it out. Hungry, Nikolay?
Ugh, where did you get that? Throw it away.
A prophet told me nothing good is achieved without food.
A key.
Indeed. The stick came in handy. A peculiar key. Massive. Blood-red stained glass. It looks original. Ancient. I wonder who could come up with such an idea to use it here. It makes the whole house terrifying. I'd rather use the front door. I don't know how to explain it to myself, but I feel a strange presence here. It's foreboding. Seems like a perfect match. Will you just stand there or help me out with this cage?
Why don't you try it yourself first?
I can't do it alone. It seems like the cage and the stone lid are joined together.
We can't do it together either. Find something that could help us pull it up.
This could work. Take the rope and pull up. I'll push it from down here.
This is taking too long. I'll help you so that we can finally leave this place.
Keep pulling, Nikolay! Now that's interesting. A staircase hidden below the lid, leading into somewhere...
A mausoleum. Rejoice. You were right. Now get down there and tell me why you've wasted so much of our precious time. Can you see Victoria?
Only death! It smells very badly down here.
Could be Fran's body. Found it yet?
For God's sake, I just got here!
I knew this would be a waste of time.
Come downstairs. I could use an additional pair of eyes.
I prefer not to. I'll take a look at the book while waiting on your resurrection.
Ironically, the teeth are still so shiny, even in death. Gregor didn't lie, and Moisa said the truth. There is gold in his mouth. This is Fran's body, and the head has been severed. It was just placed on the body. Should I take the head and get it to Moisa? Sometimes I don't understand myself. God forgive me for this act. 2 plastic bags full of a kind of powder. A yellow type of chalk, perhaps? And a handful of used syringes and burned spoons. I think the bad smell comes from them. It's sulfur. Dear God, these 2 brothers are using it to drug themselves. I'm not a junkie, but how do they survive with pure poison in their veins? I suppose it could kill a person in a wink. I hope I won't need to use it, though. Some felt pens, rags, and a folded paper. Let's take a look at the paper. How is this possible? Nikolay! Come downstairs, quickly! I found something! Nikolay? Is he even up there anymore? This isn't Victoria's handwriting. The Lang brothers left it for me? Why would Victoria want it? And where does this red trace lead to? Nothing makes sense. I'm taking it with me. It's probably the only reason why I have been led here. God, so many questions on my mind. Instead of getting to the truth, I'm constantly being weighed down by it. Konrad Griswold. No birthday, just 1444 as the year of death. Cannibal filth. Bella Griswold. They did good to get rid of her. After what her father did to her, she would have grown up to be a monster as well. Just a large storage jar with something slimy and gangrenous inside. I don't want to know what it is. It's a burnt corpse of a small-sized woman. Where's Nikolay? He disappeared again. What are you doing here? Nikolay? Stop ignoring me.
Shh.
Son, I'm here for you, son, for eternity.
You won't leave me ever again?
Always with you.
How? How can I even know you really are my mother?
Seek answers from me.
Where did you find me as a baby?
Not in a well, as others thought.
Where?
Nowhere. You are my son.
What happened to the other orphans?
Dead, all decomposed, deserved fate.
They deserve to die? for what they did?
Vile creatures they are. I had to protect you.
Who was my father?
Father, live.
What did he used to say to me?
Sin, degenerate of God.
What about God? What did you say about him?
God is plague. Leave God.
I already did. I killed a lie to see the truth.
Now you can see.
I can't. I can't find my family.
Victoria and child are in Udav. Find Nermin, kill him, save your family.
Where in the mountain? Where? Show me. Tell me.
You already know you feel it. Trust yourself, and you will find. Keep sacra book. Book is key to see me and for the life of family.
Key? To what? How? I don't understand. Mother. Mother!
God, what's happening to you?
Nothing to worry about, Benedict.
Mother, where is she?
The town has remedies for such behaviors. He'll be fine.
Who are you? I think I saw you.
Dr. Kabir is the pathologist coroner of Sveti Kotar. You saw him earlier outside the church.
So, before being interrupted by the madman here, I was asking about your reason for coming here. It's not just a crime scene you're invading. You are putting yourself at great danger.
We lost our way out of the forest.
And why did you decide to venture in it in the first place?
Because we...
Say nothing more.
Why are you here, Doctor?
Work. Even the smallest of details count.
Did you find any new piece of evidence?
Oh, I found more than that. It's clear to me now that after they killed our dear mayor, Nermin and Victoria disappeared into the woods.
Chief Nodden already said that you found her coat not far from here.
Indeed, they ran towards the mountain.
She is there with my child. And if we don't move...
Evidence points to the woman being taken by force.
You hear that, Benedict? I told you.
Did she cooperate with Nermin or not?
She did.
She was taken by force. You just said it.
What other evidence did you collect?
I can share only the conclusions.
And they are...
Victoria was ritually murdered and eaten by Nermin.
Liar. She's alive. I know she is.
But one little detail still bothers me. Why would Nermin leave such a deliciously innocent piece of flesh out there?
You found her? You found pieces of my sister?
I was talking about the fetus.
What?
I want clear answers. If you tell me the truth, I might let you die before the ritual ends.
Monsters die eventually. You know that?
Simple and short questions demand simple and short answers. So please, where's Nermin, and what did you do with the sacra book?
Nermin visited his own house not long ago. He fled. We don't know where he is. Nikolay has the book.
Get their eyes, hearts, and brains. I want to feel their flesh and soul thrive through me.
Servants of the unknown, you become the ashes of this world! My hands are God's words!
He disappeared. Kabir is gone.
Quickly, we must go. There might be more of them in the vicinity.
Let's go get him!
Don't be a fool. It would be suicide.
Let's go, Nikolay! He's our only chance of getting out of here alive!
The forest is mapped in my brain. Trust me.
What are we doing here?
Nikolay, no evil dares to come here. This is the safest place in town.
I don't need safety right now. I need to get onto the mountain.
Enough! You are not going anywhere, fool. This is not the time to act heroic. The Saborans are on the move.
How do you mean, on the move?
What and where, I do not know, but something is about to happen soon. You must tell me, what were you doing in that church?
We followed the epitaph.
And?
The Lung brothers have been desecrating the subterranean mausoleum. It's dreadful.
I understand, but what have you found in there? Anything at all?
I found the ground plan to the Marov asylum.
Not a strange find, I guess. Timur Lang works in the asylum as the gravekeeper. Anything else?
Well, the ground plan has my name written on it.
What?
Show it to me. Interesting. This is the plan to the underground level.
What is on that level?
You are looking at the entrails of the asylum, where the inmates are held, tortured, and executed.
Any idea what part of the asylum this is? The part marked with an X.
I don't. But notice the detail below it.
Graves. So it marks where Timur works.
There must be something else. I doubt he would trace the route you need to take to see him.
It could be his destiny. The plot where Benedek is to be buried.
What is your problem?
We're losing time here looking at this useless piece of paper. Let's get going.
Is there a way to get in?
Brother, I strongly advise you not to do that.
Trust me, he won't. We're going onto the mountain now.
Henry, you told me yourself, I must follow the truth. What else do I have at the moment?
Marov was placed within the halls and rooms of the former prison Ferdinand. It's impenetrable, I'm sorry.
There must be a way in.
The island is one massive solid rock, and the only way to get to it is using a boat on the Via Dolorosa.
Meaning?
Dolorosa is an artificial pathway on the water, very narrow, created by tall and thick wooden pillars on both sides. It starts in the cave at the lake's shore, and the pillars are so close to each other that not even a fly can get through the wall. The only way you get in is by being denounced and deported. And you don't want that, brother.
This is not Victoria's handwriting.
That I can confirm.
Handwriting is the signature of one's life. You write in accordance to how you act and what you believe. Here I see pain, chaos, and loss. And so I am sure these letters and lines were put here by one of the Long brothers.
Nerman escaped from the asylum not so long ago.
He did.
Yes, but this doesn't explain my name on the ground plan.
What are you thinking?
That the Lang brothers were helping my sister to get Nerman out of there.
I'm losing my patience here. What are you talking about? They were helping her, and then they wrote your name on it?
Nikolay is right. It doesn't make sense.
Perhaps it was you who helped him escape, and we're in this horror because of you.
Says the man who didn't even recognize evil under his own roof.
Enough. You need each other.
How did you end up in that church? Don't mind my question. I'm grateful you did.
You must forgive me, brother. After you left, I went into our archives and realized I have misled you. That's when I decided to go there myself.
You came in time to ruin everything. Those yellow things could have told us where Victoria is.
Brother, your wife...
Don't call me that. I'm not your brother.
Nikolay, your wife and child are dead.
God knows everything.
I'm just his voice.
All right. Father, I'm leaving. Benedek, are you coming with me or not?
On the mountain? Were you listening at all?
I can't let you go. Nikolay, do you have the book Kaber was seeking?
I repeat, I need to get onto the mountain. It's where Victoria and my child are being held captive.
The book is dangerous, and it should be destroyed immediately. The moment you step out of here, your downfall into obscurity will begin. Do not do that.
Ever heard of the Valais witch trials? The sacra religion?
I don't care. I have the key to save my family, and I'm not handing it to anyone until I succeed.
As we speak, that thing is corrupting your soul. You must listen. Give it to me.
Nerman is trying to lure us into a trap. Do not go into the mountain.
You mentioned before he was in the house. What house?
The one where Fran was murdered. It's where we spent the night.
You didn't... Oh, dear God.
Nikolay saw Nerman there, in the catacomb below the house.
Catacomb, of course. Every Saboran house has one. A web of catacombs hides beneath the town, and no one to raise them.
My wife and child are imprisoned in Udov.
He told you this, then let you live, only to lure you, and more cunningly, the two of us, into a trap.
I know. She's waiting for me.
They are dead, Nikolay. Let them go. Give Father Henry the book, and let's leave this accursed place. I don't know where to look next. My name being on the asylum ground plan means... nothing. I have nothing. I failed God, and I'm leaving this accursed place.
Listen to him. You won't find the truth if you stay. Only more death. We will never know...
You both know nothing!
What is this?
You're right. You know nothing. Everything that's been happening was about you, your father, and God.
What?
Read the letter. We are in this horror. Your sister is somewhere. If my family is dead, then may my body become bloated and infected with pus and worms. Remember that from the moment we woke up. No, from the moment you were forced to come here. You blamed her. Victoria did this. Victoria did that. She's a witch, a cannibal, a worshiper of demons. You couldn't be further from the truth, brother.
You are turning your back on God, Nikolay.
He has turned his back on me a long time ago. And if I need to do the same to him to save my family, so be it. The book stays with me.
You won't stop him, Father?
I'll follow him and wait for the right moment to get my hands on the book. Then I'll destroy it, hopefully without the need to kill him. You stay here until I come back. You understand?
I can't promise anything.
Take care of yourself. God bless you.
Mother said I know where to find Victoria and the baby. What did she mean by that? I have no clue where to go on the mountain. I have to ask around for directions. I remember seeing this exact lamp in one of my strange dreams lately. Feels odd.
You wouldn't dare touch it.
How's it going down there? You hear me? Talk to me, cripple. I have no time to waste.
What do you want?
I need directions to get onto the Udov mountain.
Are you attracted by darkness?
I'm chasing a man named Nerman.
I see. I know the place. But you must show respect before I tell you anything.
I have no time to pay respect.
Patience. Do what I ask and I will help. Force me to tell you against my will and, well...
Cripple, what do you want?
You must choose. Either you become my child or you find me someone else who will.
Your child? What does that mean?
You saw those people outside. I want you to become one of them. I want you to be my child.
Are you making fun of me? Those people are cripples. They don't have eyes, and they look mindless.
Be careful what you say. My children have no eyes and no tongues, but they see and talk. I guide them now through this valley of darkness, and I will guide them in the afterlife. Join me, Nikolay.
How do you know my name?
A former deacon.
Who told you that? Benedek? Was he here?
Nobody needs to tell me anything. I'm a prophet.
If I become your child, then you will tell me where Nerman is?
Correct.
And to become one, I would need to have both eyes and my tongue removed?
Correct.
And then I would find a way to Udav, completely blind, by having you at my side as a guide.
Not at your side. I would be still sitting here, but you are correct one more time.
You think I'm insane? Why would I do that?
I know you are desperate to kill Nerman. Do not expect anyone else to tell you where he is, because they don't know. No one wants to know. So, what is your decision?
Why do you want my eyes and tongue?
I already told you.
I need them to function.
You can't become a child if you keep them.
Take my ears, or fingers instead. Anything that won't make me incapacitated.
I could let you pass with just a tongue. But the eyes are essential.
You have something against Nerman, and you want him to die. I can feel it. You want to help me. So help me!
I just told you. Give me your eyes.
One eye. And we have a deal.
2.
One eye. The healthier one.
Nikolay. I do want that monster dead. I want revenge. He killed and ate scores of my children. All right, I accept. But I won't accept you as a child. You are to be a half-child, and nothing else to me.
Understood.
Go outside now. One of my children will take care of you. Just relax. Everything will be fine.
Oh, God!
Good. Welcome back, my new...
You have my eye. Now guide me to the mountain.
You did good. Calm down, will you? The pain will pass, but you will always be my half-child. Now listen to me very carefully. I'm your eye now.
Someone is standing right behind the window. I should go find Henry.
It's impolite to stare like that.
Evelina?
Shh! Quiet! You'll wake up the children.
What are you doing out there?
Talking to God.
Can you come in?
No.
May I come out? I'd like to talk to you.
I want to be left alone. What do you want?
I've talked to Rudolf.
Where did you find him?
Just across the street, in the Kuga district.
That's what I was afraid of. I can't stand the men and women in there. Bunch of useless, evil miscreants. Drug addicts. Never have I set foot on that street. Never have I even glanced in that direction. God help me if I did. Now that I know where he is, on top of everything else I heard, I don't want him back.
And he won't be coming back. He is a changed man, lost in his mind and soul.
Good. May he rot and suffer. He is dead to me.
Where's Anton?
We can't find him anymore. We fear the worst.
What happened?
Remember when you told me you never saw him before?
I did not.
I'm not questioning that. If you lied, you will answer to God and only to God.
Evelina.
He disappeared and we can't find him. I tried looking everywhere, but he's gone. It's as if the ground has opened up and swallowed him whole.
I am sorry. Excuse me. I'm not leaving before I read the letter. Son, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am not dead yet. Just for a moment, try to forget what you think I did to you, your sister, and mother. Read the letter to the end, and then decide if I shall stay dead, or if you prefer to see me one more time. I have reasons why I left, but I can't finish what I started without your help. Without hesitation, pack only the essentials and travel to Sveti Kotar in Croatia. You'll like it. It's similar to Gjor. Now what follows might seem strange, to say the least. But don't worry. Just do as I say, and I'll explain everything in person. Find a way to get into the Merzo's house on Gagulta Hill. Descend into the catacomb and take the book you find there. I warn you, this might sound strange and insane, but it is of vital importance that you do it, and do it right away. After getting the book, do not carry it around. Hide it somewhere in town or its surroundings. I repeat, do not take it, or else you risk being exposed to its malevolent sway. Leave town and return on Ivan Kotar's Day, October 28th. Meet me at the Grimalda Castle during the exhibition on that same day. Do not forget to take the book. Everyone will be wearing masks, but I'm sure I'll be the only one wearing a yellow one. You can't miss me, son. It is of the utmost importance to go right away and to travel alone. No one else must know about this. Not even your sister or mother. If you still doubt this is your father writing, then simply ask yourself, what is true faith? I can't find the right words. I can't find the meaning in this. Is this really him? It is. It is Benedek. This is his handwriting, and the words are his, and the true faith at the end. This is my father. Victoria must have found this letter. Mostov said she was seen in town a few months ago when she met Nerman and the cult. And then the Sacra book ends up in my Bible. Why? And why did my father want it? If he knew where the book was, why didn't he take it? Instead, he sends me a letter to make me do it. Did she meet our father at the castle last night? For God's sake, why would she kill him? He disappeared. We thought he was dead. Now that I know it was all a lie, is he dead for real? And they kept the letter hidden from me this whole time. She dragged me to this place without telling me anything. I have to know if the man with the yellow mask was really my father, and then I can leave this town in peace. Mostov said they won't find his identity, which means I don't have a choice. I have to go to the Grimalda Castle and hope to find some clues. How do I get in? And not to forget, I need a mask. I have the head you were looking for.
Oh, you are full of surprises, my little priest. Give it to me. That's him. That's our beloved Fran. What a beauty. You did the right thing. I helped you. You helped me, and now you won't have me as an enemy.
Your help almost cost me my life.
It's the impending doom. The only way to be safe in this valley is to become my child. If you decide so, my ears will always be open to you.
Prophet? Never seen a lamp with such a long hook as this one.
I'm not a miner anymore, but I still need that lamp.
Prophet? dozen people are just standing there looking at each other in complete silence. Its ropes bear some resemblance to hangman's nooses. Makes sense for a town like this. Weird executioner masks. They genuinely look old. I should ask the shopkeeper if I may borrow one for the castle. Madam?
Hello.
Was last night the first time you met Victoria?
You're kidding, right?
I'm serious.
She was here some months ago. What? No way. You didn't know. Are you really her brother?
We haven't been that close lately. Did she tell you what she was doing here?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the specifics, but I think she was just wandering around the town. She definitely asked me about the Grimalda castle, and I know for a fact she visited it. Why?
I have to know the whole truth to understand. Did she introduce herself as Petra?
Petra. Such a beautiful name. But no, she told me her real name. Wait, Victoria is her real name, right?
After everything I found out, I'm not sure anymore. Your last name is Lovniak, right?
Not a hard guess. It's on the sign.
Melita is your mother?
She is... was. Why?
What happened to her?
We don't know. She just disappeared. Exactly 5 years ago yesterday.
Did she die or just go missing?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. We went to the church, prayed, wore the disciple dresses, scared some kids. So much fun and joy. A long time ago she came up with this crazy thought. When I grow up, we will have a day only for us. Just the two of us, without Father. And so, over the years, it became a tradition. Father was so jealous, but happy. We were all happy. Anyway, tired and feeling sick, I chose to go home that day, right before the effigy ritual.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
It's all right. On my way out of here, I turned around and she looked at me with those beautiful green eyes, and I remember seeing them change color. Her neck bent awkwardly, both eyeballs instantly became blood red, and I heard her screaming even if her mouth didn't open. We don't know what exactly happened to her, but since it was a full moon night, we just knew.
Forgive me, but you didn't ask around if anyone saw something?
Father did, and the only information he managed to get after all these years is that she was last seen entering the Carcassa forest, alone.
So she wasn't actually taken away?
Of course she was. I don't believe what the police said. Why would she go into the forest on her own? She was terrified of it. It just doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Something is off here. Are you sure her eyes changed color?
Absolutely. Why?
You said they were blood red, right?
Correct.
The same color as the leaves on this tiny tree you have.
So?
Maybe in the moment you saw the blood red color of the leaves, your mind just thought it was her eyes.
No, Benedek. Her neck bent and her eyes turned blood red, and I heard her scream.
Memories can be deceitful.
I planted this tree after she went missing, because the color of its leaves reminded me of that day. It reminds me of her. And my guilt. Notice the vase. That's her. That's my mother's face. I recreated her entire head.
Surely a morbid way to remember a loved one. Would you be so kind as to let me borrow one of the masks you have here?
Why would you need it? The day has passed.
For the castle.
You can't get in, it's closed. You feel guilt for not having attended the exhibition, right?
Something like that. Well then, could you perhaps gift one? As a souvenir?
I could, if you do me a favor.
All right.
Nothing complicated. I just need you to visit Arsen. You know, that old man at the lake. And ask him to give you a fish. Just tell him I've sent you. The fish has been laying on the ice in his camper for a few days already. With all that's happened, I just didn't have the time to fetch it myself.
Sounds easy enough. See you soon.
You're such a good man.
Excuse me.
Sure.
Interesting thought. They fit perfectly. I fear the rocks and the traps were created to serve a purpose as one. I don't think it's locked, but rather blocked by something heavy on the floor inside. It looks very old, ancient, and so I wonder how could it resist the weather? Logs and grass rot very quickly. It's a very tall tree, and there seems to be something similar to a house in the treetop. It's inhabited by dozens, if not hundreds of crows? Damn scavengers. They are everywhere. Gah! Crows are not what they seem to be. Crows take human form. I can see the crosses. I can see the sinners. The crucified sinners. I don't want to end up like them, so close to the sky and yet so far from heaven. I must absolve myself from my sins. Anyone inside?
You are not welcome.
Father, please open the door. I have to confess.
The door stays closed, but I will listen to your words. What do you want to confess, Benedek?
I left my sister alone.
Continue.
I don't know where I left her, but it's a scary and dark place.
Search within yourself and you shall find her.
I renounced everything in my life to pursue my spiritual work.
You followed God. There is nothing wrong with that. Do you think your family is more important?
No, of course not. Nothing can be more... I don't know. I left Victoria. I left her alone to follow God. And now she's dead. Isn't that wrong?
You are a lost man, Benedek. You've come to the wrong place.
Father?
No absolution for your sins. Not now, not ever. You shall meet the others on the cross. But before that happens, you may say goodbye to your parents. Talk to them.
Please, in the name of God! Father, I beg you! No point. He won't listen to me. Here lay the remains of my mother, Petra Dohnani, and my father, Josef Dohnani. You cannot talk back, but you can listen to what I have to say. I forgive you, Father, for having left. Mother, I hope you found peace. Forgive me for leaving. I couldn't stay by your side as I was haunted day and night by Father's shadow. I hated him, but my heart was filled with sorrow. Forgive me both for leaving Victoria alone. I don't know where she is. I know nothing about her except that she's scared and lonely, if even alive. I don't even know if this is a sin, as following God should never be regarded as such. May God forgive me, for I am lost, only a shell of the man I once was. So close to the sky, and yet so far from heaven. I was just crucified for following God. Small, with blood-red leaves. I'm going to act on a hunch this time and follow this crawling tree. I was right. The place where the tree with blood-red leaves grows from. This looks like a burial mound. I think I know what happened to Ida's mother. I should talk to Ida. Madam?
Hello.
I found a mound deep inside the forest.
What kind of mound?
A burial mound, I believe.
How could you... Why are you telling me this?
I've seen trees that serve as gallows. They were in the vicinity of the mound.
Oh, the purgatory trees.
Why purgatory?
It's where people go to purify themselves from this place before entering heaven. One of the many beliefs preventing this town from falling into complete madness.
A crawling kind of tree with blood-red leaves led me to the mound.
Blood red?
The same color and kind of tree you have here. The mound is completely overgrown by the crawling tree.
And?
It was man-made, erected over what I believe is a grave.
I still don't understand. Why are you telling me these things?
Have you ever been there?
No, not that I recall. I don't know. Why?
I think you did, and the mound is actually your mother's burial place.
What?
You said her neck bent awkwardly.
To one side, as if it's broken.
Her eyes turned blood red, and you heard her scream.
Correct.
What kind of scream?
I don't know. I'd say as if someone was trying to suffocate her.
I believe you saw your mother dying on one of the purgatory trees.
What?
It was probably too painful to cope with the truth, so your mind tricked you into thinking you were not with her when that happened. Can you try to remember?
The trees, and the corpses, and spiders. Were there spiders?
Shrubs that look like giant spiders. I saw them too. You must have seen the moment when she hanged herself. That is why you remember the neck bending to one side and how she screamed while suffocating.
The blood-red leaves. I remember them now. The ground was full of them. There were hundreds, if not thousands, of blood-red leaves.
You were right and the police were wrong. She didn't go into Carcassa alone. You were with her. Can you remember why?
Oh, Mother. My dear Mother, I miss you so much. I let you do it. I helped you find the place. My mother, she couldn't bear the pain anymore. It was so painful watching her wither like a rose in winter. What am I going to say to my father now? He knew nothing of her agony. She didn't want him to know.
Tell him the truth. He'll understand. Or don't. Sometimes a lie can do more good than the truth itself.
Thank you, Benedek. Whenever I go into the forest, I always avoid that place. I always did, even before that fateful day with my mother. If it wasn't for you, I would have never found out what really happened to her. I don't remember burying her. I don't remember taking the trees. Nothing after her death.
Maybe revisiting the place could help you out. Think about it. Or just leave it in peace.
Maybe I'll go, but not alone. Thank you, my dear monk.
No need to thank me. Excuse me.
Sure.
It's locked. Only silence and darkness from inside. That's a strange notion. Nothing to do down there. The pier is desolate, though Arsen's boat is still there. Which path should I take? Old fool, laying helpless on the ground, half eaten by moths. The leech thing is gone. Probably went off to find a new host. I should have killed it when I had the chance. It appears to be locked or jammed. Maybe I should look in Arsen's pockets. Nothing in his pockets. I could try to force open the door then. Old fool, laying helpless on the ground, half eaten by moths. The leech thing is gone. Probably went off to find a new host. I should have killed it when I had the chance. It feels very fragile. A hit could be enough to open it. Let's try. Ha! What a foul smell! Which path should I take? I have your fish.
Oh, thank you. 1,000 times thank you for bringing it to me. As promised, the mask. Mother soothed it for me with care and even blessed it with holy water in church.
Oh, I can't take it then, if...
It's all right. I don't believe a mask can protect me, and it's time for me to get rid of some stuff. Keeping them won't bring her back.
A day will come when the two of you will meet again.
I know we will.
Excuse me.
Sure.